Hi, I'm Darken, and I've been a gamer since birth. Ever since I was a kid, I dreamt of creating my own video game, designing worlds, characters, and gameplay that felt personal and alive. But life, as it often does, had other plans, or at least that's what I convinced myself. Where I grew up, game development wasn't even considered as a real path. It simply didn't exist as a field. My studies ended up being far from anything related to games, and the pressure to follow a more traditional career pushed me away from learning all of it by my own. So I took a more stable road, became a software engineer, and for the last 2 years, I've been working full-time as a full-stack web developer. And honestly, I'm not that happy with it. It pays the bills, sure, but it's never felt exciting. Lately, I found myself playing around with HTML canvas, creating simple little games for fun, and my wife noticed it. She saw how obsessed I am with video games, how I spend hours watching game devlogs, and how I light up when I talk about game mechanics or maybe level design. So she started pushing me to stop watching and actually start doing. And that's what this is about. This channel is the beginning of a journey that I have been dreaming about since I was a child, but only just now found the courage to chase it. It all started with a simple canvas experiment. I created a bouncing ball game, and that small project made me realize how enjoyable interactive development can be. After that, I experimented with a basic space shooter game, where you control a ship and destroy incoming enemies. Then I tried a tower defense prototype, just a single tower in the middle, shooting enemies that spawn faster over time. I also created a simple platformer game, where you play as a knight who needs to reach a flag while defeating enemies all along the way. Each of these small games showed me how fun game creation could be, and made me want to take this more seriously. At some point, I even tried making a 3D game in the browser, but I quickly got overwhelmed by the complexity. Between managing 3D math, shaders, cameras, and rendering, I realized I needed a better foundation before diving deeper. One thing I also quickly noticed, that coding everything from scratch, especially in plain canvas, makes the code really messy as the game grows. Managing game logic, collisions, enemies, behavior, and player movement all in a single file, maybe two or three, becomes harder over time. So after trying a few small projects and realizing both the fun and the limitations of coding everything from scratch, I started looking into better tools to help me grow. So that's when I found or discovered Godot. It's open source, beginner friendly, and ideal for developers who want to start small. Another challenge that seems to be facing game developers is that most of the freely available 3D assets are either overused or don't quite fit the style they aim for. That's why I'm also starting to learn 3D modeling despite having no prior experience with it. The goal is to eventually create custom assets that truly represent my vision, even if it takes time. So yes, this is basically it. If you are interested in watching someone learn game development completely from scratch, following real progress from a beginner's perspective, or just seeing how a web developer transitions into game creation and 3D modeling, then feel free to subscribe and follow along. I won't be quitting my job, of course, I'm not that crazy, so my progress might be a little bit slow, since working from 9 to 5 is already time consuming, but I am optimistic and I will do my best. Also, I'm making this video too early, not because I've made something great yet, but to keep myself motivated and track my progress from day one. This journey probably won't be perfect, there will be mistakes, bad days, frustration, and probably failed attempts, but eventually everything will work out, and hopefully helpful for anyone starting out just like me. So I hope you stick along, and thanks for being here. See you soon.